Well, Friday didn't exactly send us into the weekend with a smile, unless you're betting on a rate cut. Hey everyone, it's Saturday morning, August 2nd, and welcome back to Capital Markets Quickie. I'm your host, Endrit Sella, here to break down yesterday's market action in just 2 minutes. Quick note, before we begin, today's episode is brought to you by AMF Capital. For smart investment solutions and high-quality funds, head over to amf-capital.de. If you enjoy the podcast, please rate it wherever you're listening, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. All right, let's get to it. So, U.S. stocks ended the week deep in the red. The Dow dropped more than 500 points. The Standard & Poor's 500 lost about 1.6%, and the Nasdaq fell around 2.2%. All three major indexes ended the week down more than 2%. Why the sudden sell-off? A double whammy, weak jobs data, and a fresh round of tariffs. Let's start with the jobs report. The U.S. economy added only 73,000 jobs in July, way below the 104,000 expected. And to make things worse, the previous 2 months got sharply revised lower. The unemployment rate also ticked up to 4.2%. So, yeah, signs are stacking up that the labor market is cooling off. President Trump, as expected, didn't take the news quietly. He said he'll fire the commissioner of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, accusing her of manipulating the numbers for political reasons. Now, this weaker labor data could be a big deal for the Fed. Remember, inflation is still running hot, and with the job market losing steam, traders are now betting even harder on interest rate cuts this year. Yields on 10-year treasuries plunged after the report came out. But wait, there's more. Trump also dropped the tariff hammer. On Thursday, he hit dozens of countries, including key partners like India and Taiwan, with big new tariff hikes. Canada's tariffs jumped to 35%, starting immediately. Other new reciprocal rates range from 15 to 40% and go into effect next week. Trump also gave a 7-day grace period before final implementation, giving negotiators a little more time to make deals. And on top of all that, Amazon shares took a hit after Thursday's earnings. Apple, though, actually beat expectations thanks to solid iPhone sales. But even that wasn't enough to keep the stock in the green. So yeah, rough end to a noisy week. Let's see what next week brings. That's it for today's Capital Markets Quickie. I'll be back Monday morning with a brand new episode. Don't forget to subscribe, rate the podcast, and share it with your network. Thanks for tuning in.